Alright, how's it going, guys? We're back here today, and as I said in our review on Monday, that we were going to get the boiler hooked up today, the new boilers. But I wanted to show you guys I redid this so it's a little bit cleaner. So the hydrogen now comes out the back instead of the sides, so that the stainless can go right around it, and that goes up and over top of our water, which comes out an extra block and goes back there. So now I can get through here if I need to, instead of having to jump over that chest, which was really annoying me. Alright, so, and I moved this over here because we're probably not going to have that back here any longer. So let's go take a look at what we need to get done here. So as you've seen in the stream review, we have everything set up here. We just need to get the lava into our boilers, and we need to hook up our shut-off system here to shut this off. So let's get started with that first and foremost, and then we'll look at what cables we're going to use to transmit this power elsewhere. So, as I explained, you cannot shut off a heat exchanger. You have to shut off its input. Change over to my redstone bag here. By the way, while we're here, this has worked great for the ultimate. I didn't burn up the crucible, even though it's set to 2390 for the shut off. And all of our ultimate got done. Not something that's important to what we're doing today, but something I wanted to point out. Alright, so let's get down here and see what we can do to set this up. So what we're going to do is I made 2 shutter covers, and we're going to put one there and one there. And then we have a redstone cover, which we're going to put here. Redstone controller cover. Now, basically what that is going to do, if I have... It's not one I like to use, but it'll work. We can do this, and we can do that. And we have water. So now, if I do that, you'll see they turn on, because that automatically connects the pipes that are connected to the shutters. So, with a redstone signal, stuff can go through. And, as you can see, stuff is going through, so therefore we're getting our Pahoho lava over here. Now, question is, we are filling up on it here. How is the pipe doing? The pipe is completely full. It's doing what it needs to do. Yeah, we're definitely filling up, so we're going to have to up the power on this. That's not going to be enough. We could put in a tank, but putting in a tank would mean that eventually it'll get full. Now, I don't know if we'd be able to put in a tank and it be enough for it to run and fill up our batteries. But we will have to figure that out, and I don't know how high this output can go, but it is definitely going up pretty quick. So, if we look at engines, we currently have a Invar. Yep, see, output is now full. at 10:243. So let's shut this off. There's no reason to let it run now. We need to figure out this engine first. So we currently have Invar, and as you can see, it just turned back on. That's because the output got empty, but there's still lava in the input. Anyways, we're currently at 64. We can do titanium, which will take us to 128. We can do tungsten steel, that would take us to 256. And the steel centrifuge can handle up to 256. So I think that's what we're going to go with. So we're going to need to get 23 tungsten steel to do so. How is this doing? We have enough of this that we can make a dust out of that. So let's go ahead and do that. And is there anything we can do with this to get anything useful out of it? Dark ash, olivine, calcite, and flint dust. But it's going to cost us 1,000,000 EU to do so. There is nothing in there useful enough for me to spend 1,000,000 EU on it. So we're just going to have a bunch of excess. And you know what? I think we're going to do this. That'll give us the copper. And then that'll give us the gold. That'll be the silver. And then there's one more, I don't remember what it was. And we actually have enough to get the copper taken care of right now. So we don't have to worry about that one anymore. Let's go ahead and get that done. I may end up having to make 2 of these. We'll find out. Let's get that off. There we go. Alright, so that'll take care of all the stuff that we'll get out of this. What is the last one we're missing? Lead, gold, silver, tin. So that's the tin. We're missing the silver. Okay. So we haven't gotten silver yet. Alright, so let's see. Input still has plenty. Outputs are full. It's going to sit there and play around. Let's go ahead and cut these so it can't output. And I'm going to go work on upgrading that, let it run and get as much out as it can get out, and I'll be right back after we have a new engine. Alright, 20 grueling minutes later, I have all my parts, and there is my first tungsten steel engine. So let's go get this bad boy installed, which means we need to disconnect our fuel line. Oh, it's actually finished running. Right, so we'll do that. And I don't have a tap on me. I did have one earlier, so I thought I might still have one on me. Because, well, you know, my inventory cleanliness is kind of a problem usually. So let me go get one of those and a drum. Take that and that. Which, funny thing is, that drum I just put back up there because we have actually emptied our hydrogen enough that the hydrogen one that I put underneath there a long time ago finally got to empty, because the hydrogen is out of here because it's still trying to get that bauxite out of there. Okay, so we need to go downstairs and take that out of there. So now it is empty. So we can pull it out. And we can put the engine in, turn it that direction, and cannot put Pahoho lava in there. There we go. Now we will connect both of these, which will mean that they can start filling up again. Quite unsure why this one is not trying to output yet. I guess this one's outputting so much that it's just taking up all of it. Okay. That one's out. Why is this one not outputting? Is that pipe still full? Pipe's still full. Alright, so we just gotta wait until that gets empty. And waste a little bit more. And hey, look. We have enough lead. And enough tin. And we got our first silver. So let's get this done. There we go. There's that one. And that one. Pop this out now. Yes, my inventory is a complete mess. I'll fix it in a minute. Well, probably after the video. Okay, that one out. I don't know why I did that. I didn't need to do that, but there we go. All done. Nothing stays in there. Is this thing taken off yet? It is just now taking off. We might need a bigger pipe. That might be something we need to do. I'm just wondering. I didn't think this was going to put out that much, that pipe would work, but I'm starting to think it might be too small. Especially since that just turned off. And that scares me, because if that just turned off, that means this still isn't going fast enough. So we may have to make a second one of these. I might have been a little bit ambitious on this. It was going down there for quite a while, and then it topped out again. And we'll see what it does when it actually gets empty, which it now is. At least the input is. We're going to let everything get out of the pipe so we can have a nice fresh start. And I'm going to go dump this fuel back in the tank. Problem is, we're going to use a lot of fuel. with that being a 256. So that means we're going to have to get this tank dealt with for the lubricant quite quickly. Alright, that's taken care of.
What are you doing in my swamp?
Okay, I wasn't expecting that. Somebody followed me in the middle of making a video. So, yeah, that's a thing. If you happen to watch the video, thanks, Berchacho, for the follow on Twitch. And that thing still isn't empty. It seriously scares me that that is not going to be enough. Let's go ahead and fix the wall. Because this is as high as we can make that one. And if I end up needing another one, it'll be another one of these exact setups. I won't go to a titanium. Alright, give me a minute. Alright, so the pipe is finally empty. And the machine is now off with 26 liters left. So let's kick this bad boy on. Check our water, make sure everything is fine there, which is. And hope like hell that it does not fill up. How's the pipe doing? Oh yeah. We're filling up in the pipe already. So we are definitely going to have to make a second centrifuge and engine to handle this. I want to see if we can actually get any power made before it fills. Oh yeah, look at that. Our outputs are filling up already. Yep, those pipes are completely full. Man, that is a lot. That is some bad mathing we did in the stream. So for anybody that cares to work ahead and figure out this math, lava is 1 liter gives 80 heat units, which turns into 1 liter of Pahoho lava, and it takes 5 ticks to do it. These are 512 heat units, and the centrifuge is, and we just turned off the first one. 64 at 144 ticks. So that one is still going. We're probably currently making steam in that one, but it's not going to be enough steam to actually turn our turbine because of needing both of them. So even though we're making steam in that one, we're not going to be doing it in the other one. Alright, so 1024 steam we actually can run through, but doing that is not going to be HV. If we only did 1,000, it would be roughly 300. It's possible that if that one can run, let's see here. Can I take that one off for the moment? Turn that back on so it'll keep feeding it. That shows it's making power. But I will guarantee if we look over here at the power for that, if it gets 256, it's only going to be making 176, which is going to be MV. So I will bet you we are currently making MV power, and that is why we're not getting any power into that box. So let me make a MV transformer. So MV to HV, aluminum, and we can use regular copper wires, and we need double copper plates, which we have those. We have these. I have aluminum plates. So let me do a thing here real quick. Pop 2 of these out of here. And we'll turn those into long rods. If I can find the thing. Where in the heck is it? There we go. Okay, there's 2 of those. You can hold that for just a minute. Here, take all of that. Give me that back. Crap. Again, inventory. Always a mess. Alright, that there, that there. That like that. I gotta use my good wrench because I broke my working wrench. I gotta get that fixed. Okay, that. That. Now I need my wire cutters. Like that. There we go. Pick those back up. And let's go see how this works. Alright, so this is putting out HV. This is going from energy in is 512, out is 128. So we actually need to reverse that, which is a monkey wrench to do so. And I have the wrong backpack. Let's go ahead and put this up here. Throw those up there. Go grab a monkey wrench. Which I happen to have a spare one right here. This is my old one. Alright. Now it's reversed. And we are now filling our batteries because you can see it blinking. So we can run one of these and make MV. I'm quite unsure how in the world that's staying full. It must be using exactly what we're doing, that's staying on like that. And eventually this will show that we have power in there. It's just Greg changed it so it doesn't do it real time, and it has to fill up the battery, the internal battery, the internal buffer. So once that gets full, then we'll actually be making power. So for anybody that didn't know, you now know that an HV dynamo can make MV power. And so if you do so, you have to transform that up to get HV or put it into a MV battery box. Like we could run this to our existing MV up there and it would be just fine. All right, well, that's gonna be it for this one. I'll go ahead and make a second setup here identical to this, except we'll run the output back through the wall and out over here. But I'll put a second one right here, and then we'll try again with the other one, and at that time we'll actually hook up the redstone. I'd love to see this thing actually say it's got power. I know it does, but it just annoys me when it doesn't, and this won't tell you anything about the input. I could make a scanner and that would probably tell me what's held in the internal buffer, but I know it's charging. That's what this light right there is for, is to say, hey, I have power. And there is actually one thing I could make. Where is it? I could make this that displays its energy, which is 2 wires, 2 cables, a circuit, and a cover. And that would actually show me on the side how much is on it. It's all it does. That battery lighting up on the side of the bat box doesn't tell you anything about how much power is in it. You actually have to make one of these covers to do that. Do we have any? Yeah. I haven't made one of these in years. We're going to try with a T1 circuit first. What did I do wrong? Oh. Circuit goes up there. Alright, so it's not a T1. It's not a T2. Wait a minute. One. Tin cables. Oh, that's aluminum wire lamp. Oh, you dirty dog. I don't have aluminum. Aluminum's not that easy to make, is it? Well, not something I can make super quick. Four glowstone, 1 silver, 3 tin. Alright, let's go make this thing. Give me a sec. Alright, that was super quick. And for anybody that didn't already know, when you put glowstone in a crucible and it gets melted, it actually looks like a block of glowstone inside. I don't think I've ever made this in a crucible before, so I hadn't noticed that. And we probably, at this point, have power in our batteries, which we do. But if we throw that there, you can see that is how much power We have. And there's no settings on this thing, as far as I know. Yeah, see, it says can be used by covers, or can be used as a cover. You can't change anything about it. It just gives you a nice visual indication of how much power is stored inside. So we are making power. And I'm going to go ahead and just let that fill up and run for a bit. Let's go downstairs and make sure that the cart is going back and forth, because, well, we kind of know we've used a good amount of lava at this point. So it definitely should have ran back and forth at least once. And we'll know everything's working with our cart. Get out of here, it's my lava. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely going down. And I would say it's definitely had to have made one trip by now. Because that's going down about 1,000 every second, maybe? Well, maybe that's about 400 every second. 300? Something like that. We can keep an eye on. I'll come back down and check on it in a little bit and make sure it goes where it needs to go. But I'm pretty sure that's already made one trip. Alright, so that's going to be it for today. I'll go ahead and copy that setup over, and we can do another attempt at this next time. And then we can actually work on getting the power hooked up to our initial stuff, which means we'll be able to tear out that old system. How are we doing here? 112? Yeah, that's going to fill up nice and slow with how much storage we have. But, yeah, have a good one. Take it easy. I will see you next time. And thanks for all the continued support. Thanks to my patrons and channel members. And I'll see you next time.